heard me, Harper. I need a new set of annulment papers for Teresa to sign. Ethan tore up the last one, but not before Ivy and Rebecca saw Teresa's signature.
And you're still in one piece?
Barely. Fortunately, my luscious little wife lied her way out of the corner we were in. Oh, she was amazing to watch. You should have seen her in more ways than one. She handled herself like a true crane. Pity she can't remain one.
Don't go there, Julian. You'll get into more trouble than you already are.
Teresa's almost worth it. Talk about it being hot south of the border.
Focus, Julian. Were Ivy, Rebecca, or Ethan alerted to your union with Pilar's daughter?
Ivy and Rebecca were extremely suspicious until Teresa's silken tongue saved our hides. Although I must admit I still worry about the gruesome twosome, figuring out that Teresa and I are married.
You should be. Ivy and Rebecca won't forget about this. Not well, both of them have reason to blow you out of the water.
True. But hopefully neither of them will ever know what happened.
So I ripped up the annulment papers that Teresa signed, thinking they were alone, and then we left. I mean, imagine me, thinking that Teresa and Julian were married. How ridiculous is that? If that were true, and I was too blind to see it, I mean, that would mean I'm set to marry the woman who was the wife of the man I thought to be my father. Hey, Teresa, look, there's been posting. Come on, let's go say hi.
Okay.
I saw that look between you and Teresa. I mean, what? Is that a secret? Whitney. Is Teresa married to Julian Crane?
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, Pilar. I was just thinking about what happened down in the library.
Oh.
Seeing those annulment papers that Teresa signed, she and Julian, they just seemed so nervous. Then Teresa said she signed the papers thinking they were loan papers for the money she borrowed from Julian for Ethan to set up his law practice. Something's not right. Teresa was just too nervous to be telling the truth.
Well, if you need anything...
Wait, Pilar. I know that Teresa confides in you. So why don't you tell me what's going on? What are she and Julian hiding?
Your 18th birthday is coming up. Then we can get engaged, like Chief Bennett and your Aunt Grace said.
I cannot wait to wear your ring. It means we're gonna spend the rest of our lives together.
Tebby has a list Timmy gave her, right?
Oh, indeed I do, lad. We'll go to the store, get your special Halloween Timmy ingredients, and then we'll go home and start decorating for our side's big holiday. Oh, this Halloween should be better than last year's, being trapped in that dreadful mine shaft.
Tebby hadn't given Charity that evil pendant.
Yes, well... Oh, talking of Charity, there's Blondie over there, kissing with Miguel. Oh, is right. Oh, those two should get a room. What am I saying? Well, Charity and Miguel make love, then she comes into her full powers and we'll go the way of the dinosaurs. Oh, thank Hades Kay did do what I told our friends in the basement she'd do. She got very angry when her parents announced that they weren't legally married, thus making her illegitimate.
Does Tabby think Kay's anger would drive her to tear Charity and Miguel apart?
Oh, yes, lad. After what Kay saw, she's well on her way to turning evil. Now nothing will stop our naughty neophyte from doing what it takes to make Miguel hers.
I can't believe that my mom was kissing another guy. What was she thinking?
What were you thinking, ratting on your mom to your dad like that?
Simone, I was too angry to stop myself.
You really hurt your dad, Kay.
I know. And I'm sorry about that, but the truth was bound to come out sooner or later. I mean, especially after the way she kept defending David. I really hope my dad gives that creep what he deserves and then some.
Damn you, Hastings. My daughter walks in on you kissing her mother, my wife.
I am so sorry. I did not mean for Kay to see the kiss.
Did you really think that you could force yourself on her and get away with
Sam,
it? Because I know she doesn't want you. She's my wife.
You know, according to state law and God's law, Grace is my wife. She has been for over 20 years. The real crime is you being intimate with her in my absence, Sam. You're guilty of seducing my wife.
I will be guilty of killing you if you don't leave my family alone.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Jimmy and Tabby going to the store or not?
Not until we give Kay's evil transformation a bit of a boost by making sure that she sees Charity and Miguel together.
You can't tell your parents how to live their lives.
Simone, that is really easy for you to say. Your parents don't have a lot of secrets in their past.
Little does Simone know that both Eve and TC's past are overflowing with secrets.
You still shouldn't disrespect your mom.
What about how my mom disrespected my dad by locking lips with another man? And after seeing her be bad, why should I be good, Simone? I mean, look what it's gotten me. Mom and Dad weren't even married. Which makes me, Noah, and Jessica illegitimate.
Chad is illegitimate, but I mean, that doesn't make me love him any less, and so was Ethan. I mean, Teresa still loves him, and...
Thank you for making my case, Simone. You and Chad are not exactly hot and heavy, and Ethan and Teresa still aren't married. And Sheridan and Louise, they're never gonna be, because she's dead.
What is your point?
My point is that a girl has to grab love wherever she can and hold on to it however she can.
In this case, by sleeping with Miguel and getting pregnant. Come on, lad. Let's fan the flames of Kay's white-hot anger. Hello, my dears. Timmy and I were just passing by on our way to the store, and I couldn't help overhearing what you said about the hits true love has taken in Harmony of late.
See? Tabitha agrees with me.
Well, at least, let's not forget that there is one happy couple in town.
Ben and George who own the antique store?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the couple right over there.
Look, I know that you think Teresa's hiding something because you no longer trust her.
With good reason.
I'll admit that she's made mistakes. But Teresa would never, ever hurt you or Ethan on purpose.
That doesn't change the fact that your daughter is responsible for everything that's wrong in my life.
Teresa is not the one who got pregnant with Ethan by running to Sam Bennett on her wedding night to Julian. And my Teresa's not the one who decided to stay in this loveless marriage for over 20 years, all the while suffering in style, thanks to the Crane money and power. And my daughter is not the one who climbed up that ladder to help Sam fix the beacon in the middle of a hurricane, only to be struck by lightning, fall, and injure her spine. She did not condemn you to that wheelchair for thinking that you can win Sam back when David Hastings came to town hoping that he could reclaim Grace. No, Ivy, my Teresa is not responsible for any of those things. But I can show you who is. There she is, Ivy. Take a good look in the mirror and see who is responsible for everything that's happened.
Sam, don't take it out on David.
Why the hell not? He forced himself
No,
on me.
he didn't. I gave him permission to kiss me.
I must feel like my dad felt when I told him Mom and David were kissing. What could hurt him worse than that? Unless he found my mom and David in bed together.
I tell you what would hurt him more than anything. You seducing Miguel and having his baby.
Oh, that would not hurt my dad. He'd be happy for me because I have somebody who loves me.
Nabbing a guy by getting pregnant has nothing to do with love, Kay. Miguel could end up hating you for using him. And your father, he'd be so ashamed and disappointed in you.
I think if Miguel and I have a boy, we'll name him Sam.
You are never going to get Miguel, Kay. He loves Charity.
Not for long.
Flames of Kay's anger and jealousy are burning brightly, Timmy. Now to add a little gasoline. Charity and Miguel are so deeply in love. I don't think anything could separate those two now, do you?
Whatever you're thinking, Kay, stop it.
No, Simone. I've only just begun. Tabitha, when you go to the store, can you stock up on tissues? You know, just in case anybody needs them. Come on. I have to go find out what Miguel and Charity are talking about.
You gave him permission to kiss you?
Look, Sam, it's not what you're thinking, okay? This is David and I were talking about him moving on with his life because my life is here with you and the children. And I just said that I wanted to help him if I could, and he said there was something I could do. I didn't know he was going to kiss me.
So you tricked her into kissing you?
No, I didn't.
Well, it sounds that way to me. You didn't tell her you were going to kiss her because you knew that if you did, she'd refuse.
I didn't tell her I was going to kiss her because I wanted to surprise her. I wanted to shock her into remembering us and what we had, and it did. I felt it when my lips touched hers, and you felt it too. I know you remembered us and the feelings we had for each other. I know you did.
Grace, is that true? Do you remember your feelings for David?
Harper, I'll have to call you back. Rebecca's here.
Seemingly unarmed.
Oh, sweet cheeks. I thought you were upstairs. Moving in.
I came to apologize for being so suspicious when I saw Teresa's name on those annulment papers of yours.
Oh, so you didn't overhear the conversation that Harper and I were having?
No, why? Is there something I wasn't supposed to hear?
Well, I was reading him the riot act about faxing those blasted annulment papers over here in the first place. It's absurd to think that Ivy would ever sign them. All he did was get you, especially, all worked up over nothing.
So you accept my apology?
Of course I do.
Good. Because I'm feeling a need to show you how sorry I am.
Well, if you insist.
Why don't we pretend that I'm your assistant. And we're working, late at night on a merger.
Yes. And I'm about to give you dictation.
Oh, give it to me, Pookie. Just remember, I give as good as I get.
That's the person who ruined your life. Right there in the mirror. It's you, Ivy. You.
Can't wait to make you Mrs. Eastman Winthrop.
Believe me, I'm counting the days until I can be your wife.
Can't believe for a nanosecond I thought you and Julian were married.
Now let's see if there is anything else about weddings in here, shall we? Now look, it's a prenuptial quiz.
Those quizzes ask the dumbest questions. I mean, like anyone would live their life according to those answers.
And you don't even know what the first question is.
Well, then prove me right. Read one of the questions.
Okay. How sure are you that your spouse-to-be is completely honest? A, 100%, B, 75%, C, 50%.
It's easy. It's A. Because I know you're 100% honest to me about everything.
That's it. Ain't it? Teresa married Julian Crane down in Bermuda.
I can't answer that question.
Oh, you just did. Whitney, I can't let my best friend be made a fool of. I gotta tell him what's going on with Teresa.
Answer me, Grace. Did kissing David make you remember your
Sam,
feelings
I
for him?
don't remember anything.
I don't believe it. I felt it when I kissed you.
Stay out of this.
You're afraid to say anything because Sam's here. Because you decided to spend the rest of your life with him, not me. You're afraid to complicate things. You're afraid to be honest with Sam.
That's not true. Grace has always been honest with me and honest with herself.
You may not want to admit to remembering loving me, Grace, but you did. And in my heart, I know it. And in your heart, you know it too.
I don't want to fight with you, Pilar. We are friends. And we have been over half our lives.
Yes, we have.
I understand that Teresa is your daughter and that you are going to protect her and defend her just as I am going to protect and defend Ethan and fight for his happiness. I just want to be sure that Teresa won't hurt Ethan. That she isn't lying to him and keeping more secrets. Can you vouch for her, Pilar? Can you, as my best friend for over 20 years, look me in the eye and tell me that Teresa isn't hiding anything else from Ethan? That she hasn't done something that's going to come back and hurt him?
Jazz, just wait a second, please. Come on, do you really want to be the one to break Teresa and Ethan up for good this time?
No, of course not. But Ethan's my best friend, right? And I gotta give him the skinny on Teresa.
Okay, but if Ethan's your best friend, why don't you think about what he's gonna do when he finds out that Julian married Teresa in Bermuda? And that they did what married people do on their wedding night.
You're saying Julian Crane slept with Teresa?
Shh, please, please, I've already said too much.
So wait a minute. So Teresa was in Julian Crane's hotel room when we were looking for her, wasn't she? You know, Julian Crane is a pig.
True.
And then some.
True, I know, but it is partially Teresa's fault. I mean, she was drinking champagne while she was trying to convince Julian to take Ethan back into the family. And then, you know, one thing led to another, I guess.
So he got her drunk.
Well, it's not like he poured champagne down Teresa's throat, okay? She could have stopped it. She should have stopped it, Chad, but she didn't. Listen to me. The point is that if Ethan finds out that Julian married and slept with Teresa, he's gonna kill him.
And then Ethan would go to jail.
Exactly. And their lives together would be over.
Well, you ain't got to worry about Ethan killing her. Because I'll kill him for what he did to Teresa.
Oh, you eager to please assistant? Besides taking dictation, I'll want you to review my prospectus before completing the merger.
Oh, I promised to give it a thorough going over.
Oh, nose to the old grindstone, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. And if you're pleased with my performance, well, then we can close the deal.
Who says one can't mix business with pleasure?
Not I.
Come here, my tempting temp. Let's get down to business.
Let's.
Please, Kay. Please give up on Miguel.
I need to hear what he and his soon-to-be ex are saying.
Why, Kay?
Because when you're bad, you need all the information you can so that you can cause the most trouble.
Kay, this is awful.
I know. I can't hear a thing they're saying. Now would you zip it so I can listen?
It's lucky for us Kay is so good at being bad. Our friends in the basement would fry us for sure if she doesn't woo Miguel away from Charity.
So we agree. We're gonna get engaged on your 18th birthday.
Oh, the minute the clock strikes 12:01. Charity may get a cake for her birthday, but I'm gonna get Miguel.
Did you know that, that in some cultures, when a couple gets engaged, that it's okay, even encouraged, that they, make love?
There is no way that he's gonna make love to her. He's gonna make me a woman. And a mommy.
So what do you think? Should we sleep together once we get engaged?
Grace, I know you remembered our love when I held you in my arms just now. Admit it.
Damn it, Hastings,
Be
that's
honest.
enough. Grace doesn't remember anything, so just leave her alone. And don't you ever try to pull a stunt like that again. Because next time, Grace might not be here to keep me from hurting you.
Well, I should be getting back to work anyway.
Work? We got a little photo shoot here in Harmony.
Actually, I volunteered to help rebuild your house.
Why is he helping rebuild our house?
David wanted to do something for me. And even though the house represents my choosing to stay with you instead of going away with him, you know, he wanted to help me. That's what I want. It's... even though it means he's losing me.
Well, I don't trust him. Hastings has to have an ulterior motive.
Look, just chill out. Okay, if you kill Mr. Crane, then you're gonna go to jail. And I don't want that.
Why? Is that because you want me around? The same way that Teresa wants Ethan around so she can marry him?
I don't want anyone to go to jail, Chad.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Look, just promise me, please, that you won't tell Ethan that Teresa married Julian. It would truly tear them apart for sure.
Well, Ethan's gonna find out when he gets her to the altar.
No. See, Mr. Crane is getting an annulment. And as soon as the annulment comes through, Teresa and Ethan can be married. Without Ethan ever finding out what happened.
So the annulment papers that Ethan said he ripped up, those were real?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. And I just feel so bad for Teresa. I mean, she was so close to having all this behind her.
Hey, Chad, you think we could get a couple more cups of coffee, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Well, Teresa and I can't afford mocha lattes anymore.
I don't care, as long as I'm with you.
Okay, guys, here you go.
Thank you.
I want to propose a toast. To my bride-to-be, the most beautiful, honest, trustworthy woman in the world. Soon my mother will realize it too.
Is Teresa keeping any secrets from Ethan? Anything that could hurt him?
Teresa would never intentionally do anything to hurt Ethan. She loves him as much as you do. And yes, she's made mistakes, but they came from misguided love, not malicious intent.
Well, I think I believe that, Pilar. But you haven't answered my question yet. And I can't help but be suspicious after hearing what went on in Bermuda, with Ethan and everyone looking for Teresa and Julian and thinking they were together. And then seeing Teresa's signature on the annulment papers. And how nervous she and Julian were when we thought that they were married.
I can see why you have reasons to be suspicious.
Are you telling me I shouldn't be? Are you telling me that Teresa isn't hiding anything from Ethan? That she is being totally honest and above board with my son? Are you telling me I don't have to worry about yet another one of Teresa's secrets coming out and devastating my son?
Yes, I've heard of the cultures that encourage engaged couples to make love, and it's not like we haven't talked about it before. I'm not sure if we're ready yet.
I get what you're saying. But we know that we're gonna get married and be together forever. So why not make love once we get engaged?
Come on, Charity, just tell him you're frigid. How about, we wait until we're engaged and we see how we feel then?
Okay. I didn't mean to press you. You know, it's just that I love you so much. I can't wait to be with you.
Miguel's not gonna have to wait for Cousin Ice Cube. Because I'm gonna seduce him. I'm gonna get pregnant and we're gonna get married before Charity even knows what she's missing.
That's it, Kay. You go. Go straight to bed with Miguel.
Oh, I feel so terrible about thinking that you were actually married to Teresa. I think I was just terrified about losing my precious Pookie. Yes, but why would you want a silly, inexperienced girl like Takosita, huh? When you can have an uninhibited, insatiable woman like me?
Oh, yes. My siren of sinful delights. It's you I want.
Yes, and me, and only me. I don't have to worry about some floozy taking you away from me.
Oh, no, Becky, you're the only floozy I want.
Oh, well, say, and you shall receive it. I just wish that we could get married soon.
No, I do too, but with Poison Ivy contesting the divorce.
And handicapped Harridan.
God! Witch on wheels. I'd marry you tomorrow if it weren't for her.
Really?
Oh, yes, in a flash.
Oh, Pookie, that is so good to know.
Oh, as good as you are to me.
You know, I think that it's time we took this game to the next level.
Is this the part where you lick my stamp and I stuff your envelope?
Oh, soon, Pookie. Very, very soon. But first,
There are some documents for you to sign, and then there will be a signing bonus that will make you oh so happy.
I love playing boss and assistant. Let me put pen to paper and watch my stock rise.
Oh, yes, Julian. Let's close this merger. Pilar, if you tell me that I have nothing to worry about with Ethan and Teresa, if you tell me that your daughter is being totally honest with my son, then I'll believe you.
Teresa isn't keeping secrets from Ethan. You have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I believe you.
I'm glad. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of work to do. Rebecca's as messy as she is mean.
She and Julian are pigs in more ways than one.
Teresa, now you have me lying for you. When will this deception end?
Pilar, I have known you half of my life. And I know you were lying to me about Teresa just now. I know she is still keeping secrets from Ethan, and that will not do. Yes, this is Ivy Crane. I need you to come to my room right away.
Sam, I think you're wrong about David. There's nothing suspicious about him. I mean, he's a good man. He doesn't have any secrets or ulterior motives.
Grace, how can you be so sure? Now, did you remember something that you haven't told me?
No, Sam. I'm just beginning to trust myself. Look, I was married to this man. I don't remember anything about it. But I really don't think I would give my heart to someone that would lie and scheme and take advantage of me. It's just that simple.
Whether we make love on your 18th birthday or not, it's gonna be a really special day.
It's gonna be an amazing day.
If you do that thing, Kay, if you really do it.
Just say it, Simone. I'm gonna seduce Miguel, I'm gonna get pregnant with his baby, and then he's gonna marry me. Say it.
This is wrong, Kay. I can't believe that you're acting this way.
Simone, I tried being good. Okay, and it got me nothing but frustration and a cold sore from Reese when he caught me off guard and kissed me. No. I want what I want. And I want Miguel. And nothing is gonna stop me from getting him.
His words are music to my ears, Timmy. If she gets preggers by Miguel, he's so bloody noble he'll marry her. And then we'll never have to worry about Charity coming into her full powers and wiping us out ever again.
I love you so much. I can never lose you.
There's no reason for you to ever lose me. No reason whatsoever.
I can't even believe that Teresa actually signed the papers annulling her marriage to Mr. Crane, only to have Ethan rip them up thinking it was some sort of mistake. I mean, now Teresa and Mr. Crane are back to square one.
And with Ethan's mom and Miss Hotchkiss both convinced that something's going on. Well, Julian's got to find a way not to get married to Gwen's mom, or he'll be a pig and a bigamist.
You know, if Mr. Crane marries Mrs. Hotchkiss before his marriage to Teresa is annulled, this whole mess could just explode, and the whole town of Harmony would be affected. Especially Teresa and Ethan. It would be completely horrible for them.
And Mr. Crane. Not like anybody gives a lick about him.
Okay, my amorous assistant, I signed. What do I get now?
You get to marry me.
Come again?
You signed our marriage license.
What?
Our wedding is tomorrow.
But we can't get married tomorrow.
Why not?
But there's not enough time.
Oh, but there is. You see, I spoke to an old beau of mine who happens to be a judge, and well, he got rid of all that messy red tape. So we are getting married tomorrow, come rain or shine.
You tricked me, you sneaky seductress.
Well, 5 minutes ago you said you wanted to marry me tomorrow. So what's the problem?
Problem? Well, I really can't say.
Well, alrighty then. I'll have your tux cleaned. By this time tomorrow, I'll be your wife. Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Jerry, as head of Crane Security, I need your help. You've been loyal to me in the past. I'm counting on you to be so in the future.
Goes without saying.
Julian and Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald have a secret. Something happened between them in Bermuda, and I want to know what it was, and I'd like to know as soon as possible.